Hello everyone, welcome again with a brand new revision paper. So today's lesson is reproduction in humans. So the previous lesson was reproduction in plants. So I have distributed the question paper there into three different parts. But today's episode, it will be in two different revision parts. So reproduction in human part 1 we are doing today, and tomorrow we will do part 2. So it's a huge topic with so many different types of questions like fill in the gap, short answer type, multiple choice question paper type, then differences between. So all with answers, including the important diagrams and answers I've discussed in full throughout the episode. So please don't skip in the middle, stay tuned till the end so that you can get to know all the important questions, obviously with the answers as well. So without further delay, let's get started with reproduction in humans revision paper 1. So first set of questions we are having here, multiple choice questions. So first is put a tick mark against the correct alternative in the following statement. So the first question is, so we will be doing the question and answer simultaneously. As we are having less time, we need to finish the question and answer. So if you want to do it on your own, just put a pause here, do the questions and answers first, and then you can match it with my answers which I am discussing. So the testes are located within the penis, scrotum, ureter or urinary bladder. So the testes are located within the scrotum. Now the next question is, amoeba is most commonly reproduced by budding, regeneration, binary fission or multiple fission. They are mainly reproduced by binary fission. So the next one, which structure releases egg into the female reproductive tract? So the first one is ovary, fallopian tube, uterus or vagina. So which one will be releasing the egg in the reproductive tract? Okay, so the ovary is releasing the egg into the female reproductive tract. Is it clear? So let us move on to the next question now. Now identify the stage which is formed after the fertilization of egg by the sperm. So what is the next stage after the egg is being fertilized? It is ovule is formed, fetus is formed, embryo is formed or zygote. So zygote is the answer. We know that after fertilization of the egg, what is formed? Zygote is formed. Now next question is, internally the uterus opens into what? The uterus is an organ, reproductive organ. You know it is a part of a reproductive organ. So uterus opens into urethra, vagina, oviduct or vulva. It is opening into the vagina, right? Now, which of the following represents the correct sequence in life? So, what is formed after egg? Is it larva, adult, pupa? After egg, pupa, adult, larva? After egg, pupa, larva, adult. So, what is formed? So, the exact sequences: after egg, larva is formed, then pupa is formed, then adult is formed. So, this part is the correct answer. So egg, larva, pupa, adult. So you should observe that which one is incorrect, because all are almost the same. So if you by mistake tick any other one, it will be a wrong answer for you. So what is the name of the female reproductive cell? Sperm, zygote, egg or embryo? So the answer will be egg. Egg is the female reproductive cell. So next we come to the short answer type question. So it is another pattern. So first pattern we have done with a few multiple choice question answers. Now this pattern is in short answer type. We will first write the distinguish between the following pairs of terms. So the first is distinguish between egg and sperm. So what is egg and what is sperm? So we will differentiate that. So egg is what? Egg is produced in the ovaries and it is a spherical in shape with a nucleus. So this is egg. So what is sperm then? Sperm is produced in the testes and sperm has a head with a nucleus, middle piece and a tail. So you can write this differences in a tabular form as well. You can write egg here, you can write sperm here, and in that form also you can write this 2 points. Okay. So this like this only you can write. So what or else you can write like this. So egg is the female gamete or produced from the ovaries, and sperm is the male gamete which is produced from the testes, right? So like that you should differentiate these two. Next comes sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. We will discuss that also. So what is sexual reproduction? In sexual reproduction, the two sexes are involved. The male and the female produce a special type of reproductive cells, sperms in male and eggs in female. So first point is this. Now, in sexual reproduction, to produce a new individual, the sperm has to reach the ova and fuse with it, like in humans, in birds, in reptiles. So, the sperm has to reach the ova. Both the sexes, the male and the female gametes, has to meet up, has to fuse, and has to fertilize, right? So, then only the so, asexual reproduction, what is it? Asexual reproduction, it involves the production of the offspring from a single parent without the fusion of reproductive cells or gametes, and it is a rapid mode of multiplication, that is lower plants and animals such as amoeba, they are under this asexual reproduction mode. So it is a very rapid mode of multiplication, and it is not like that fusion of two male and female gametes is also not required. Okay, a single parent is enough, and without any fusion this reproduction is happening. So this is the difference between sexual and asexual reproduction. Okay, so next one is the difference between budding and regeneration. So what is budding? You are supposed to write the definition. So budding is a process in which the buds grow on the outsides of the parent body, and the buds detach themselves when they are large enough, like that of hydra. And next one is regeneration, is the process that uses cell division to regrow lost body parts. Okay, so example is starfish and sponges. Okay, so budding and regeneration. So budding is happening, it is happening in a hydra and all, when they are detaching from the parent body, when they are growing outside and detaching. Regeneration is happening, it is a process that uses cell division to regrow the lost body parts. Okay, it is regenerating, one part is regenerating, and it happens in starfish and sponges. So what happens if one part is destroyed or lost? That lost part will be growing again. Suppose in this, if this is the starfish, and if this part is destroyed, again after few time it will regrow again. So this is the regrowth of this part in starfish. Like that in sponges also same thing happens. So they keep on repairing their lost parts by the process of regeneration. Now next comes define the following terms. So define the following terms. First is fertilization, then implantation, then is puberty. Okay. So what is fertilization? Fertilization is when sperms and eggs from the opposite partners, that is male and females, they fuse to form the zygote. This process is called fertilization. It is nothing but it is the definition of fertilization. So like this, what is implantation? It is the fertilized egg soon starts developing, and by the time it reaches the uterus, a small ball of numerous cells are already formed. So what is happening after several cell division and all, after we can say this egg zygote, it is starting to develop and numerous cells have been formed. So this is a kind of embryo which forms a pit in the wall of the uterus and gets fixed to it. A pit is formed in the wall of the uterus and it is getting fixed to it. So this natural way of fixing the embryo in the wall, so you are fixing something into uterus wall. So this fixing process is called the uterus. So this produces the state of pregnancy. So once the embryo is fixed inside the wall of the uterus, then women is said to be pregnant. So this is the implantation process. Now what is puberty? Puberty is the period during which the reproductive systems of boys and girls mature. So in girls it starts at the age of 10, and the first sign of puberty is the development of the breasts, whereas in boys it starts around 11 years of age the main thing is that the enlargement of the testes is its first sign, and sudden spurt in growth, shoulder girdle, and we can see that the hip girdle grows more in girls, whereas in boys the shoulder girdles it grows more, so it becomes more broader. So this is what are the definitions of fertilization, implantation and puberty. So let us move on to the next part. Now here question 3 state the reason why the testes are located outside the abdomen in a scrotum. It is a very important question. You should know the answer of this. It is a very common question which will be coming in your exam. So both the testes remain in the scrotum. Why? Because the normal body temperature is very high and scrotum has a smooth muscle tissue that keeps the testes at a cooler temperature than the body. And that is actually 2 to 3 degrees lower than the body temperature, which is the most suitable temperature for sperm production. So if the testes are inside the body, it will be difficult for them to produce sperms. So it is not at all suitable for the growth of sperm. So it should be It is that for that why it should be placed in cooler temperature than the body itself. So it is placed in the scrotum. So why is it important that a very large number of sperm should be present in semen? Why? Because in single ejaculation of semen, it is having only this much amount of sperms, okay, but only 1 or 2 sperms go into the oviduct, okay, and that is what. So, and it is fertilizing the egg to form the zygote. So 2 crore to 4 crore sperms are there, and only 1 or 2 sperm is going to the oviduct to fertilize the egg. So you can just imagine how huge the number of sperms should be. So it forms the embryo that forms an individual, and it is the sperm in the semen that are of great importance, and therefore the semen quality involves both the sperm quality and the quantity. Okay, so if the semen is having large huge number of sperms only, so you can see here 2 to 4 crores of sperm should be there, then only 1 and 2 sperm should go to the oviduct and should fertilize that to form an embryo. So the semen quality and quantity is of huge importance for fertilization as well as pregnancy. So let us move on to the next question now. Now here is a big question. So let's list the structures in their correct sequence through which the sperms must pass from the time they are produced in the testes to the time they are leaving the urethra. So it is a very important question. Just to read it, try to understand that sperms are produced in the testes. They pass as follows. How they are passing? The testes consist of a mass of sperm producing tube. The tube joins to the form ducts leading to epididymis, and which in turn leads into a muscular sperm duct. So testes are leading to form ducts which are leading to epididymis. So the tubes are joining together forming ducts leading to epididymis, which in turn leads to muscular sperm duct. And the 2 sperm ducts, one of these, we can say that one from each of the testes opens at the top of the urethra. So this is the consequence or the list of correct sequence from the testes to the urethra. So the 2 sperms duct are opening, one from each testes open at the top of urethra. So is it clear to all of you? Now next question, state the functions of the following. Here you can see ovary, testes, fallopian tube, seminal vesicle and uterus they have given. So you all know the functions of all this. So let us first stress the ovaries. Ovaries produce ova and secrete female sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone. So first one is done. Testes, a pair of testes are present in human male. The testes produce sperms and they produce the hormone testosterone. Okay, so this should be mentioned here. They produce the hormone testosterone. Okay, next comes fallopian tube. There are 2 fallopian tubes in the human female reproductive system. Fertilization occurs in the fallopian tube. It also conveys fertilized egg to the uterus. Okay. Now next comes the seminal vesicle. The function of the seminal vesicle is to store sperms and to secrete the seminal fluid. So what is the function of the seminal vesicle? So they have asked you the function itself. So it is to store the sperms and to secrete the seminal fluid. Next comes uterus. The inner lining receives, protects and nourishes the embryo because the embryo is getting implanted or embedded in the uterus lining. So the function is to protect the embryo, to receive the inner lining is receiving the embryo, protecting it, and contractions of the muscular wall helps during the childbirth or during parturition or during the delivery of the baby. So is it clear till now, all of you? So if you are having any queries, any doubts, please do write in my comment box. So we will proceed with the next question. Given here is a section of a female reproductive organ. So these are the questions related to diagrams. So here also I have given the answers as well. So name the parts labeled from 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a female reproductive system. You should label all the 4 parts and name the part where fertilization occurs in humans. So A is ovary, B is fallopian tube, 2 is fallopian tube, 3 is uterus, and 4th one is vagina. And fertilization is occurring in the uppermost part of oviduct or fallopian tube. So fertilization is occurring in the uppermost part of the fallopian tube. Here in the fallopian tube uppermost part, the fertilization is occurring. Sperm fuses with the ovum, egg, and a zygote is formed, which is called fertilization. So sperm is fusing with the egg, a zygote is formed. This is called fertilization. Now the last question of today's revision session is that given here is a section of male reproductive system labeled parts 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should label these parts. This type of question only you are going to get in your exam. So the first one is the seminal vesicle. This one is the seminal vesicle. The seminal vesicle produces secretion and serves as a medium for the transportation of sperms. Now the second one is the prostate gland. This is the prostate gland. It is pouring the alkaline secretion into the semen as it passes through the urethra. So state the functions of 1 to 5. So here we are stating the functions of 1 to 5. So the third one is the sperms are produced in the testes. Urethra passes through the penis and carries either urine or semen. So urethra is a common duct in male which is carrying either urine as well as semen also. So it is carrying urine and semen. So this is one passage, one tube which is carrying both the urine and semen. Now next comes the sperm duct. Sperm duct, the sperm passes through the sperm duct. Okay. So this is all in today's question paper revision. So next tomorrow we will be bringing up with the long answer type question answers and fill in the gaps as well. So stay tuned, stay updated, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are subscribing, you will be getting the update first and then you can revise it quite quickly. And if you are interested in many more important lessons and all which I am teaching as per your curriculum, you need to subscribe and stay tuned with all the episodes I am teaching. So stay tuned, keep watching my videos and keep learning with me. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching my video.